Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Lee here, and I'm doing the DC Cinematic Universe, episode 5 of my discussion series. And I'm Aaron Halo 18, or Aaron Lee, by the way. And today I'm going to read an article from DC Cinematic Universe on moviepilot.com. Brainiac, Doomsday, Top 5 Superman. Well, that should be utilized in future DC films. The article by Matt Timmy Creamer, and the title of the article is Brainiac, Doomsday, Top 5 Superman villains that should be utilized in future DC films. And there's a picture of the DC Cinematic Universe comic book picture of the villains of the DC Universe. And below the picture says, Batman and Superman have a whole ton of enemies. Batman has many memorable villains, and arguably the best in the DC universe, such as the Riddler, Two-Face, Catwoman, Penguin, Scarecrow, Mr. Freeze, Bane, Ra's al Ghul, Poison Ivy, and of course the most popular, Joker. However, while Superman does have some villains who have already been put on the big screen, i.e., Lex Luthor and General Zod, there are quite a few that deserve to be a part of this cinematic universe. While Zack Snyder's Man of Steel and this guy spelled Zack Snyder's name, his first name wrong. It's not an H. It's a K. It's Z-A-C-K. That's the name. That's how you spell it. This guy spelled it incorrect. Man of Steel was a huge success. The film did carry tons of controversy, including the scene where Superman makes the choice to break Zod's neck in order to save that family. Since this article is not to be debate that particular scene, I will go ahead and say that I agree with Snyder's reasoning behind Superman having no choice but to kill him. It was either Zod or that family. Even Christopher Nolan, who produced the film, was not initially on board with that scene, but he eventually gave in and has now backed up Snyder for making that decision. It is clear from the recent Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer that Zod's deceased body will play a large role in this film. More on that later. Michael Shannon gave an impeccable performance as Krypton's general, and was a great villain to add to this DC cinematic universe. The trailer has also given us glimpses of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor as the main antagonist in next year's film Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Sure, Superman has not and the greatest of villains or the brightest. Mr. Mixel Temple, anyone? But that doesn't mean he hasn't had any memorable villains from the comics. Superman will not doubt become a central character in the future DC films. I have created a list of villains that I personally would want to see on the big screen if given the chance. Here is my list of the top 5 Superman villains that should be utilized in future DC films. Number 5, Metallo. And they show a picture of Metallo for the cartoon. Metallo can be summarized simply as the first Terminator in the comic books. Conman John Corbett was almost crushed to death in a tragic car accident. Was quickly rescued by a robotics specialist named Emmett Vale. Vale was able to salvage Corbin's brain and was placed promptly inside a robotic body. However, what made this suit special was the fact that it was powered by kryptonite. Since kryptonite is, of course, Superman's main weakness. Metallo always put up a good fight against Superman. Metallo would be a great addition to the DC cinematic universe, simply because he has been one of Superman's main adversaries for some time. Adversaries for some time. I mean, anyone who handles those precious stones is a clear indication that Superman is in trouble. While Metallo may not match him physically, he makes up for it by weakening his opponent, then delivers a powerful blow. The good news is that we already know kryptonite will play a role in next year's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, because we see Luthor keeping some in a glass container in the latest trailer. It is not too far-fetched to think Metallo may eventually appear as a villain in one of these upcoming films. Number 4, Parasite. And they show a picture of Parasite from the animated cartoon, where his color is purple and blue, light blue. Parasite has been a formidable foe of Superman over the years. That was my dad correcting me again, guys and girls.
Sorry.
Formidable.
Formidable.
Sorry, guys, I gotta read it again. And Dad keeps interrupting me.
Sorry.
Parasite has been a formidable foe of Superman over the years. Rudy Jones was once a maintenance worker at Star Labs located in the heart of Metropolis. At one point, he tried to smuggle some scientific waste from the lab in order to sell it and make a profit. However, his scheme backfired as one of the waste containers spilled all over his body, transforming him into a parasite. In order to survive, Rudy must now absorb the energy of living things, thus killing them in the process. It should come as no surprise then that Rudy wants the Man of Steel's powers. Fortunately for Superman, he was never able to fully drain the life out of him, although Parasite did receive an unexpected effect from Superman. He also retained kryptonite poisoning. Rudy may not have been one of the strongest of Superman's villains, but he was one of the smartest and would always give Superman a worthy fight. Parasite would also be a worthy addition as a villain if used correctly. The Parasite can take on many forms, which makes him all the more dangerous when trying to hunt him down. Number 3, Doomsday. Shows a picture of Doomsday from the New 52. And it shows spikes and horns all over his body. And he's a very big villain. And now I will continue. Doomsday will forever go down as the monster who killed Superman. One of the most powerful villains in comic book history. Doomsday would certainly be a great addition to this cinematic universe. Kibushai?
I'm covered in paint, Darren.
A clone by birth. Doomsday was simply an experiment gone wrong and grew up on Superman's home planet of Krypton. After escaping the planet, Doomsday has fought countless beings, including the Green Lantern Corps. Eventually, Doomsday crash-landed on Earth while having lived inside a container thanks to a character of living energy named Radiant. Doomsday, buried deep beneath the planet, was able to free himself and unleash chaos everywhere he went. He has battled the Justice League time after time, resulting in Superman's death after a long-fought battle. Now, can you please say? Now, before you tell me that Doomsday is rumored to be in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Turn you. Head back. Head back. and therefore Dawn of Justice, and therefore should not be on this list. I will tell you exactly this. He's rumored to be in the film. There has been no official confirmation that Doomsday is indeed in the film. Most people have been led to believe that Doomsday is the character described at the end of the plot synopsis. Synopsis.
Synonymous?
The plot. I don't know how to say this word, guys. Sorry. Synopsis.
Synopsis.
It's synopsis.
Synopsis.
Synopsis. Plot synopsis. Guys and girls, that's how you say the word. And that was my dad trying to correct me again, because I sometimes say words incorrect.
Thank you, Father.
And I will continue reading now.
You're welcome, son.
And here it goes. And with Batman and Superman at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than it's ever known before. This new threat could potentially be Doomsday, but nothing has been proven otherwise. Most, including myself, have been led to believe that Zod's corpse could be harvested by Luthor to create a creature that will fight against Batman, Superman, and also Wonder Woman. It's bold to think that Zod's body will be used in a dangerous way after seeing Luthor's trusted partner, Mercy Graves, Taio Akamoto, carry the body to a lab from the trailer. However, Doomsday is introduced to this cinematic universe. Hopefully, he will be handled the right way. He is, after all, one of the most powerful villains in comic book history, and the only one to defeat and kill Superman. Only time will tell. 2. Brainiac. And they show a picture of Brainiac from the comics, sitting on a chair with wires attached to his head. And he has a purple and black and gray suit. And he has green skin. Here's yet another powerful foe Superman has to deal with over the years. And I hope you guys are enjoying my YouTube video that I'm making for my channel. I'm not stealing or using somebody else's video this time. I'm making my own video this time. And I'll continue reading now. Here's yet another powerful foe Superman has to deal with over the years. The original Brainiac was once a scientist named Verodox from the planet Kalu, who threatened to conquer his own world. His plan initially failed. However, when he was disintegrated by those he rebelled against. However, like Metello, his mind was harvested as he was part computer. Eventually, he traveled to Earth, taking control of a human body named Milton Fine, which in turn changed him into what we know but we now label him as Brainiac. However, there have been many incarnations of this comic book character over the years. Many times, he has upgraded his body to become an android and took on other names, including Brainiac 2.5 and Brainiac 13.13. Superman has fought Brainiac many times, mostly with the help of the Justice League. Brainiac has used weapons against them, such as the so-called Omega Spears, which generates an energy web capable of destroying planets. Another asset in his arsenal is that he can link himself to all computers on planet Earth, thus giving him the ability to control technology and use it to his advantage. If Brainiac were to ever gain control of all the technology on planet Earth, humans would be in grave danger. Like the others, Brainiac would be a fantastic villain to use in one or both of the Justice League films. He is by far the smartest Superman villain and would put up a great fight against the Man of Steel, even if he doesn't physically lay a finger on him. Number 1, Darkseid. Deathstroke is to Deadpool as Green Arrow is to Hawkeye. The Flash is to Quicksilver as Catwoman is to Black Cat. You get the point. Darkseid is DC's Thanos, and rightfully so. He is the most powerful villain in the DC cinematic universe, since Thanos has already been confirmed and shown in some of the Marvel films. So you can be damn sure that we will be seeing Darkseid sometime in the near future. Darkseid is from the planet Apocalypse and was born a god. Like Thanos, Darkseid enjoys conquering other planets and has a lust for power. However, instead of obliterating all living things, Darkseid would rather enslave them and have them work for him. Darkseid relishes watching his slaves live in fear as he continues to conquer other planets. He has fought the Justice League countless times, while eventually put in prison by Superman in a place called the Source Wall. Darkseid has a lot of strong powers, including Omega beams, which he projects out of his eyes. He is also very tenacious and is not afraid to go toe-to-toe with Superman and the entire Justice League. Seeing how Darkseid is considered to be the most powerful being in the DC universe, it should be no surprise if he shows up in future DC films. Did you agree with my list? What other Superman foes do you believe should be included in the DC cinematic universe? Please share your thoughts and comments below. Which of these villains is Superman's toughest opponent? sources: the DC Comics Encyclopedia and Creamer's Cinema Craze. That's it for that article, guys and girls. Batman, the next article will be Batman v Superman speculation, setting up the Justice League, and shaping the DCCU. Ayesha Gupta. Posted on August 4th, 2015. At 7:46 a.m. And this, the other article was posted on August 5th, 2015, at 12 a.m. Last edited on August 6th, 2015. And the other one is, the one I'm going to read now, was last edited on August 5th, 2015. Ayesha Gupta wrote the article. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice is one of the most hyped movies for next year. Everyone has incredibly high expectations from it. So far, we have got 2 glimpses of it. First of all, we got a shorter 2-minute trailer for the movie 2 to 3 months ago. It's probably forgotten by many. So here it is again. Though it may not be as awesome as the latest one, it provides some interesting revelations and ideas which I will discuss later. And yes, I've already seen this trailer already. And this shows Bruce Wayne and Batman in this trailer. And it shows the Batwing and the Batmobile in this trailer. This is the second and most recent clips of the movie we have seen, which was released during the Comic-Con. If every single second of this trailer is not embedded into your mind already, here it is to refresh your memory before I began my rant. And yes, I've seen this Comic-Con trailer already too. And this one showed Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman in it, and it showed Ben Affleck in it as well. And he was angry in the movie too. And they destroyed one of the Superman's buildings. I mean, they destroyed a building in Metropolis. The Wayne Financial Building was destroyed in Metropolis from one of Superman's previous battles from before. Synopsis. The general plot of the movie is as follows. Fearing the actions of a godlike superhero left unchecked, Gotham City's own formidable, forceful vigilante takes on Metropolis, most revved modern-day savior, while the world wrestles with what sort of hero it really needs. And with Batman and Superman at war with one another, a new threat quickly arises, putting mankind in greater danger than it's ever known before. Now I'll dissect every piece of the trailer and synopsis within my capabilities. First, the confirmed facts and what we know about for sure. Characters. Let's find out where the main characters of the movie stand as of now. Batman / Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck. And they show a picture, and below the picture says, do you bleed? Bruce Wayne in BVS is around 45 to 46 years old. He is a more dark and gritty character than we have ever seen. More experienced and haunted by events from his past. More on this later. A building belonging to Wayne Enterprises was completely wrecked during the events of Man of Steel. It is safe to assume that someone close up was in the building when it collapsed. And they died, pushing Batman over the edge and started his hunt for Superman. Batman knows the secret identity of Wonder Woman and vice versa, which might lead to some cooperative work between the two of them. We also see the Batwing, Batman's jet, and the Batmobile. Superman / Clark Kent / Kal-El, Henry Cavill. They show a picture of the Man of Steel. With his fist on the snowy ground. Look at my cape flow. Superman is under tremendous pressure after the events of Man of Steel. General Zod is dead, however, due to the damage inflicted between their brawl. Superman's intentions are questioned and his powers feared. Superman, meanwhile, is probably feeling something along the lines of, what the hell, I just saved the planet from a super powerful evil alien guy. And this is how they say thanks. As seen from the trailer, he is called to court to account for the damages he has done and to answer for his crimes. Wonder Woman / Diana Prince, Gal Gadot. And they show a picture of Wonder Woman from the Batman v Superman. Wonder Woman is a character we don't know much about yet. We have seen about 3 to 4 seconds of footage of her, so we can't really say much. However, according to the Telegraph, Wonder Woman has also been in operation for some time before Batman v Superman. Dawn of Justice begins. And her activities have been just as secretive as Batman's. More on this ahead. Wonder Woman also knows the secret identity of Batman and is the gateway to the Justice League. According to Zack Snyder. Therefore, we can assume that Wonder Woman will be trying to secure peace between the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel. Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg. They show a picture of Jesse Eisenberg as the bald Lex Luthor. And below the picture says, stares creepily. Lex Luthor is portrayed as a young, emerging businessman who craves power. In the second trailer, we see him in possession of General Zod's body. Well, technically, we only saw a hand. However, it probably belonged to Lex. We also see Superman kneeling in front of him, and most importantly, loading over a monster-sized chunk of a certain green rock. Another thing that was made clear from the trailer was that Lex is friends with the government, and so is kind of out of suspicion of being a super villain. I've been doing this video for 37 minutes now, guys and girls. And there's a picture, a gif of Alfred, Jeremy Irons. And his last name is Pennyworth. Also, Alfred's last name is Pennyworth. And this Alfred in the movie wears glasses. And below the picture says, good old Alfred. Alfred is probably the closest person to Batman / Bruce Wayne. And he values his advice. In the trailer we hear him referring to Superman when he says, he is not our enemy. Clearly, Alfred is trying to knock some sense into Batman. And obviously, he is unsuccessful, at least for the time being. Later on, as a villain emerges, that new threat from the synopsis, Batman will probably realize that Alfred was right and make peace with Superman. We also see Alfred visiting Wayne Manor, which is in ruins. So we can safely say that the Batcave is back in business. The plot. Here is what we know about the plot. Batman is out to hunt down Superman. Number 2. Robin is dead. More on this later. Lex Luthor possesses a huge piece of kryptonite, thus having power over Superman. Some people do not want the conflict between Batman and Superman over some people in front of the court. Wonder Woman is fighting someone really powerful. Trailer number 2. We see her angry, and a huge explosion. Speculation. There is so much to theorize about for this movie. I could write a whole book on it. Okay, probably not, but you get the point. Let's start off with none other than the boy wonder himself, Robin. I show a picture of Robin from the comic books, with an orange background. And his colors of his suit is yellow, black, and red. And the below picture says, don't mess with him. Seriously, don't. We can assume that Robin is dead. And it's most likely Jason Todd who had died. Therefore, it opens up the possibility of seeing the Red Hood in the future DCEU. We also see a grave marked Richard John Grayson, also known as Nightwing, the first Robin. However, it would make more sense if he were alive. Maybe he faked his own death in order to go out undercover so he could fight crime. Who knows? The role of Wonder Woman. I show a gift picture of Wonder Woman with explosions and anger and fighting, I guess. This is one of the biggest mysteries of the movie yet. Some people think that she might be working for either Bruce Wayne or Lex Luthor, while others say she is a secret agent of some sort for the government. However, some details have been leaked, identifying her a third wheel, who is searching for something which used to belong to her people, the Amazons. We'll have to wait for the movie to find out. Lex Luthor. They show a picture of Lex Luthor with long hair. Jesse Eisenberg looking at Kryptonite. We assume that it's Lex who is the villain and BVS. However, what if it's the other way around? What if Lex Luthor is the hero, while Batman and Superman are the villains? At least in the eyes of the government. The government already thinks that Superman cannot be trusted. And we also see the police criticizing Batman in the trailer. Here's what I think could happen. Lex Luthor is a good guy who wants to keep peace. With his recent conflict with Zod, Superman leveled a major chunk of the city. Then suddenly, this guy in a bat costume comes up to take on Superman. Naturally, Lex and the government are tense. While Batman and Superman are busy battling it out, they send in some sort of a hitman or villain in to take them both down. Thankfully, Wonder Woman comes onto the scene just in time, fights the thing, and manages to resolve the conflict between the both of them. Lex Luthor is furious and gets to work on his super suit. Batman then infiltrates LexCorp to gather intel and finds the kryptonite. He also finds Lex monitoring Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg. But the biggest thing he finds is some sort of communication from another bad guy, who will go on to be the villain for the Justice League movies. He takes this information back to Superman and Wonder Woman to discuss over it and form the Justice League. Lex Luthor's role in BVS is also shrouded in mystery. In this picture, we can see that he has a huge monster-sized piece of kryptonite with him. I'm hoping that he uses it and Zod's DNA and make Doomsday. And of course, his purple and green super suit. Meanwhile, we'll see him go bald because of long-term exposure to kryptonite. Batman. You show a picture of Batman sitting on the tip of a tower with his cape looking straight from the first trailer. This scene from the first trailer created controversy amongst fans worldwide. It looked as if Batman was carrying a sniper rifle with him. However, I have a different theory. I believe it's more like a grapple rifle. Similar to his grapple gun. Except this can be used for longer grapples. That will also explain his position on top of this tower. We also get to see a new bat suit, specifically made to combat Superman, like a Superman Buster armor. I am assuming that it is powered by kryptonite, as Batman totally beats up Superman when he has it on. Superman would just stand and let someone beat him up, shaping the DCU. Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Suicide Squad, Justice League Part 1, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Justice League Part 2, Shazam, Green Lantern Corps, Cyborg, Cape Crusader, Man of Steel, Last Son, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice will only be the second movie in DC's extended universe after Man of Steel. Therefore, it has big shoes to fill in. This movie is critical to set up the rest of the cinematic universe. The most essential thing is to set up the Justice League movie, like what Marvel did with Iron Man, bringing in the Avengers Initiative. This movie suits the bill at best, as it contains three of the most prominent heroes in the DCCU DCEU. So without further ado, here is a list of possible characters which could make an appearance. Martian Manhunter. There's a picture of Martian Manhunter from the cartoons. And one of the pictures said, "I'm gonna blast your head off." Nah, just kidding. Martian Manhunter, aka John Jones John Jones, is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful and underrated DC heroes. His powers include flight, super strength, a healing factor, phasing, invisibility, telekinesis, telepath, and shape shifting. He is one of the 7 original founding members of the Justice League, in place of Cyborg. But seeing since we are getting a Cyborg movie, and not one for him, it is doubtful he will appear in the DCEU. Still, one can be hopeful. It's not gonna happen. A Brainiac. They show a picture of Brainiac on his ship with robot spiders and purple colors and wires on his head, and glassed up cities. A miniature of cities glassed in a container. He shrinks cities and puts them in containers and stuff like that. Below the picture says, my robots can take care of you. Don't bother me." Brainiac is a highly intelligent being on a quest to obtain all knowledge in the universe. He takes whatever he can from a planet and then destroys it. And its people. He would do well as a villain in a Justice League movie. However, I think that he should be a secondary villain instead of the main one. DC is known to use multiple villains in their movies, which has worked quite well most of the times. Anyways, he can be used as a major distraction for the Justice League, while an even bigger threat arrives, creating an out of the frying pan into the fire moment. Darkseid. And they show a picture of Darkseid sticking out his hand, and something is exploding behind him. And below the picture says, "Fear me." Arguably the most powerful Superman villain. This guy is the biggest bad of DC, like Thanos for Marvel. It was based on Darkseid, by the way. Obviously, we won't be seeing him as a major villain. However, a cameo or a post-credit scene dedicated to him would be awesome. He will probably come in the Justice League movies as the villain. Darkseid's ultimate goal is to find the secret of the anti-life equation, which will help him dominate the whole universe, and he invades every world he comes across to find it. It will be an epic finale to the Justice League movie. Red Hood. It shows a picture of Red Hood with a black mask and a black suit and guns on the wall behind him. And in the yellow square it says, "Until now." It was like a New 52 picture right there. And below the picture says, "Put gloves on. Back to business." This list can't be complete without the fan favorite Red Hood, meaning Red Hood Jason Todd, not Red Hood Joker. We already know that a Robin is dead from the trailer. Most likely, it should be Jason Todd, who was actually in custody of the Joker before he drove him insane and turned him into a villain. Later on, Red Hood changed his ways and became a hero, though it is unlikely we will see him anytime soon. It would be awesome if he were to be part of the DCEU. The Riddler. And below the picture says, riddle me this, Dark Knight. And then it says below, take a look at trailer 1. Specifically, around 121 this scene. And this first trailer shows a hint of Riddler, of a question mark on the wall. And below the picture says, insert spooky music here. This looks to be Wayne Manor with Batman on the right looking up. On the left, we see a Riddler question mark. Now, it's entirely possible that this might just be a little nod towards Batman's crime fighting. But if that was the case, there would be something belonging to the other villains as well. Why specifically Riddler? I believe that the Riddler is a villain we will be seeing in the DCEU. Partly because it specifically targets towards him and no other villains. And it wouldn't make sense to include his symbol without showing him in a movie. Another reason is because of the disastrous Batman Forever, hated by critics and viewers alike. The most disappointing thing for me was the Riddler. It's quite possible that he is getting rebooted in the new DCEU. After all, we are seeing Batman villains like Joker, Harley Quinn, and Killer Croc in Suicide Squad. So it makes perfect sense to include this major villain in the cinematic universe. There are several other ways through which DC/WB can set up the future of the DCEU. Another one of them being post/mid credit scenes. Marvel has totally aced this concept. It has proved to be super effective. We don't know yet if DC is planning on doing the same. However, it is highly possible that they might. So here we go. Scene 1. Show another picture of Martian Manhunter again. No description below of the picture. Wonder Woman. We need to assemble a group. People who can work together to combat threats and protect the world. And we need to do it fast. Martian Manhunter suddenly appears. She is right. All three look at him in astonishment. Batman says, who are you? Martian Manhunter says, my name is John Jones, and I have come to warn you. Your planet is in great danger. He is coming. Scene 2 shows a picture of the Flash and Aquaman. Superman says, we will need allies, a group of people who will sacrifice whatever they have in order to protect the world. I don't know why they show a picture of Flash from the Injustice game. I don't know. Wonder Woman says, that's true, but who? Batman said, I think I found someone. Plays CCT footage of Aquaman and Flash fighting crime. Extras, DCEU, cameos, etc. They show a picture of the DC television universe, I mean. With Flash and Green Arrow, Arrow characters. One thing which is quite noticeable is that the director termed it as the DC Extended Universe, not the DC Cinematic Universe. While this may just seem normal, it is also possible that DC is intending to do a crossover between their movie universes. This will make a lot of sense considering that DC have already established several notable characters in Arrow and The Flash, with more characters upcoming in Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow. It would also be awesome if the movie could have references to past movies made, like this one from Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Voiceover. The night is darkest right before the dawn, and the dawn is coming. Title shows up. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without Alfred saying, why do we fall, Master Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Cameos can include a variety of people, from Christian Bale to Adam West. Actors who played Superman in previous versions, and it would be awesome if Christopher Nolan himself would be in it. According to Zack Snyder, Aquaman and possibly Flash and Cyborg could be in the movie in a scene or two. And that would be a great setup for the upcoming Justice League movies. Connection to Suicide Squad. Show the picture of the Suicide Squad here too. And below the picture says, in my opinion, there will be two characters who connect BVS and Suicide Squad together, being Batman and Robin, Jason Todd. Remember the scene in the Suicide Squad trailer where Batman is on top of the Joker mobile? Is that even a thing? Below that picture says, I think that this scene is a flashback to some time after the death of Robin. And here is when Batman catches Joker and Harley Quinn and turns them over to Arkham. After which, obviously, Joker escapes and returns to hunt Batman again. To wrap this huge rant up, I would just like to say that this movie is going to be awesome, and I can't wait till it comes out. Rumors. Brainiac is to be referenced towards the end of the movie. Nightwing and Robin might be mentioned as well. Metallo might have a cameo. Barbara Gordon, Oracle, and Catwoman can also have a scene. The Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman are introduced to set up the Justice League. that's it for now. Have an awesome day. If you like this article, check out my other post here. Make sure to follow me as well. Feedback is always welcome in the comments. This article was part of a friendly competition with Trent Tofty, Jacob Craig, Matt Cordisco, and Steve Johnson. You can see their articles by clicking on their names. What are your expectations and hopes from Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice? That's it for that article, guys and girls. I've been now doing this video for an hour and 6 minutes. And that's how long I do my videos. I'm crazy about like that. That's it for that article for now. Let's see what other article I can do.
No, we're done.
Sorry guys and girls. I gotta go now. Please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe. Thoughts and opinions. And I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure. Guys and girls, stay tuned for more. And as always, guys and girls, it is I, Aaron Lee here. Goodbye. And please drink some hot chocolate. And I'll see you all later. Bye.